Good afternoon, everyone. Here's my Heads broadcast for Friday, the 11th of December. I do hope that you're well, and as ever, all of the information that I'm putting into this broadcast, that can be picked up from the website or Facebook, just as a series of bullet points. And as you can tell, maybe, I'm not at school at the moment. I've just seen the Christingle. We've just been part of the service. Year 6 is up at St Martin's Church, and the whole service beamed back via the internet, via Zoom, back into the classroom. But the church here is looking absolutely amazing, and the Christmas tree beautifully decorated, not least with the decorations that early years reception age children have put on it, and it's certainly looking much better than my tree at home. So absolutely amazing. And talking of looking amazing, the children across the school today look absolutely fantastic. They're in their Christmas jumpers and obviously raising money for Save the Children, a really worthwhile cause. So absolutely really proud of them for that. Let's talk about children just for a moment, if I can, before I go on to talk about track and trace and indeed Christmas. But children from Hillfort today will be coming home clutching an envelope, and that's their interim, their diagnostic report. There's a letter in there from myself explaining everything about it, but essentially it is a touch base. It's not the full report. You will get a much longer report later in the year. But the point of the diagnostic report is to flag things early on. Normally, we might have done a parents' evening, but I know other schools have done that, and it's been a little bit of a battle with Teams and Zoom and all of that kind of thing. So we thought it'd just be easier to send a small report. I know teachers have worked really hard putting those together, so I do hope they're useful. And if you've got any questions about them, absolutely fine. Just drop the teacher an email, and of course the email addresses are on the website. So that's that, and as part of that, as a follow-up to that, we've noticed that some children are behind as to where they would have been otherwise. And that's only understandable. They lost 6 months of learning through the first lockdown. So after Christmas, we will be running after-school sessions for additional clubs, additional interventions, additional academic support, everything from speech and language to preparation for Year 6 exams. If you do get one of those letters, have a look at it, have a look at your timetable, come back to us if there's any problems, but it would be wonderful if you could support that. And, moving on to matters COVID related and track and trace, you will also receive a letter via Parent Pay. That will be next week now, and that's all around track and trace arrangements for the Christmas break. Up to 6 days after the closing of school, which of course is Wednesday, I am responsible for letting people know if there has been a COVID outbreak. So there will be an announcement next week, but it will essentially involve emailing myself, you know my email address, tcook@hillfort.org.uk, and me then contacting various families via a text and via Parent Pay. So, really hoping that just isn't necessary. Nobody gets in contact. But just to let you know that is one thing that the government has asked me to do and has asked all head teachers across the land to do. And of course, that's something that I would be doing. And yeah, we're getting towards the end of term, aren't we? We've talked about the Christingle a little bit. Thank you to the Reverend Steve and everyone at St Martin's, Grace in particular, for organising and helping us. It was good. It wasn't great, and it wasn't great because we don't have everyone here. Schools are about communities, about people. Churches are about communities, about people. And I'm certainly looking forward to this time next year getting 400 children and countless more adults into the church. But for this year, it will have to do. But I was reflecting on a silver lining. We talk a lot about resilience, don't we? We certainly do in school. That's one of our core values. Goodness me, our children here at Hillfort and across the country, my own children and so on, won't they have learnt resilience through all of this? It's a silver lining. We'd rather not have had the cloud in the first place, but that is something we can be absolutely proud of. The children at Hillfort just come in every day and they just get on with it. They get involved with their learning, they're passionate about their reading, they're making friends nicely. We're doing all of the things that we would want primary age children to do. And today, up here in the church, absolutely wonderful. So definitely not on Santa's naughty list this year. And over the Christmas break, I personally will be uploading a few of the Storytime magazines. I've forgotten to bring my Storytime magazine with me to Christmas, to the Christingle, to the church, but I will be putting up videos. I would obviously encourage parents to buy their children books for Christmas, read stories, share stories. Reading's so important, and I will help out a little bit with that by putting up YouTube and on Facebook readings of the various Storytime magazine stories. They're pretty cool. And stand by. There is another staff video coming up, a slightly different version of the 12 Days of Christmas. It's kind of been Hillfortised. Look forward to that next week. Hopefully it will raise a smile. It certainly did, getting the staff and the colleagues, all of the adults to deliver that for you. Lots and lots of fun there. And so, taking a deep breath, we break for the Christmas holiday on Wednesday. We've had a few questions around when it is normal time. So essentially 3 o'clock or 3:15 there or thereabouts, depending on where you are. So it's a normal finish and it's a normal start on the Monday the 4th of January. So we break on the Wednesday, we come back on the Monday the 4th. I suspect this will be my last video to camera. I don't want to deliver a Queen's Christmas message. It's just, I only get in contact if there's really important things to get across. So from me, I know I'll see many of you on the gate. It's a huge thank you for the term and a happy Christmas. We'll be writing to you in the various letters. A newsletter will go out on Wednesday to top and tail the term. And other than that, have a lovely, lovely weekend. Fingers crossed the mighty St Columundra 11s do well against Lisgarden and St Clair away. We're at St Clair on Sunday. We'll see how we go. And other than that, have a lovely weekend. Look after yourselves. Goodbye now.